heavy pesticide use, heavy water use, heavy fertilizer use. We are ruining the land, we are ruining the soil. We have already all but destroyed the American farm, and the farming industry. Industrial hemp will re-energize that, and will also bring health not only to our lands and our soils and our waters, but to our biosphere, to our climate. I also am very honored to sit on the board for the Center for the Study of Cannabis and Social Policy, as well as the Normal Women of Washington, and I am involved with compliance and law. I've had a dual career over the last 20 years or so in complex civil litigation and compliance.
Yeah, I don't smoke though.
And I wanted to make sure folks realize that SB 505.
I think people smoke dope with deviants. Look at that shit. Son of a gun.
What's your sign say?
Smile. You're gonna be famous.
From glaucoma to multiple sclerosis to wasting syndrome to chronic pain syndrome to a variety of terminal illnesses. They used to be able to grow 15 plants themselves, those who had to, those who could. Now, if they don't register, which many folks do because it involves privacy right violation, that we would need to register for our medicine, put our names on a list. Those folks will be able to grow 6 plants.
Catcher in the
not
rye,
15.
huh?
And if you don't volunteer to be on the registry, you'll only be able to
plan
grow
to
4
catch?
plants as a patient instead of 6. Now the reason for
Girl
15
or boy?
is, of course, for those of you who depend on this safe whole plant medicine for your condition, or for your quality of life, oftentimes 15
That
plants
guy
are
might be
required
the,
to produce
chief
the
culprit.
actual quantity of medicine that would be needed to manage a health condition. Most folks who have serious illness don't consume by smoking marijuana. They consume it by eating it or ingesting it, requiring more plant material. Collectives used to be able to have 10 members.
Here it is.
4 members now that this law has been passed. Additionally,
No trace.
we've been able to go to these medical marijuana clinics to get our medical marijuana authorization, those who have qualifying conditions. Medical marijuana clinics, as we know them, will be dissolved by law
Yeah,
in
boys and
2.5
girls,
months.
it's definite.
July 23rd of 2000.
We have an army, a small army,
That's this summer.
mostly junkies, employed by pedophiles to do the one thing the pedophiles can't do themselves very well: snatch children.
I'd like to ask yourself, how likely is
the
your
way it is.
primary care provider to issue you an authorization for medical marijuana?
After all,
This is
I have spoken.
actually a place where activists and patients and people who believe in the freedom of this plant need to work with their clinics.
And one other little further thing. As you know, America's Most Wanted was begun by a man whose son was kidnapped by a pedophile and later killed. So I think I have a clear indication,
You are going to have to
very
work
clear
with
indication,
them.
that anyway, these billionaire pedophiles have promised to leave no trace of the child once they finished with the child. So, because I see a skeleton! This is Operation Officer Windfall. You know, God, who the fuck is God anyway? Oh, yes, of course, I am. Well, that being said, I just get really tired of this shit. Excuse me, children. I shouldn't cuss in front of children. Even God shouldn't do that. But anyway, I gotta go. I gotta fly, babies. Ah, well. Here I am in hell. Like it? There's more to come.